Hello. Welcome back to another Legally Melanin podcast episode. This is Liz.
Welcome. Hi.
This is Esther.
Bonjour, Hanny.
And this is Binti.
Bonjour,
Hanny. I like that.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, you greeting yourself.
I know.
Bonjour.
Oh, I
don't
thought
know.
say hello.
Hanny.
I'm Hanny. You should
Yeah, I
say
know.
that.
I should have said Je m'appelle
Ah,
Hanny.
yeah.
This is Hanny.
Well, that's done now.
It's all right. We know French.
Exactly. We're good. How y'all doing?
How y'all doing?
All right.
Hi.
Here we go again.
No, I'm really tired today.
I'm tired as well.
It's been a very draining
I
day.
know.
The weather's been so gloomy.
It's been a draining
It
couple
has
of
been.
days.
You know when I actually woke up this morning, I almost forgot that today is actually Friday and not
Same,
Saturday.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it really felt like Saturday.
I know, and I was like, actually, it's Friday. It's not Saturday yet. So meaning there's 2 more days.
It's
Yeah.
the weekend, no?
What do you mean 2 more days?
As in, like, in my
It's
head,
Friday,
I thought
right?
it was Saturday, so meaning it's almost Sunday and then back to Monday.
Oh gosh, why do you think like that?
I don't know.
Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know.
The week just has been going by.
Honestly,
Yeah.
like, I just feel like I've just felt so drained. Honestly, like, I don't know why. Actually, I think I know why, but I've just been really drained, and it's just been really cold as well. Like, I feel like we're back to winter, which sucks.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
I know, like, I have my hoodie back on. That's how you know
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
cold.
that
Mine
was
is
me for
right
the past
here.
3 days. Yeah.
So crazy.
Honestly, Melbourne is crazy. Everywhere, every other state, they're enjoying a nice weather, but here we are,
Like,
all rugged
for
up.
real.
Like, we.
I just
Yeah.
saw a graduation on Insta story here in Australia.
Yeah.
Like a whole graduation.
No.
And the wedding. Yeah.
Imagine trying to
Oh my
get
gosh.
married in winter in Melbourne. Gosh, gonna freeze your ass.
Why would I even do
Unless
that?
it's indoors, that it's fine. But
The pastor cheaper, but
It's
also I'm
cold.
gonna catch pneumonia.
Exactly.
It's freezing. Like,
Pneumonia, yeah. The pastor will have to come and marry me and my husband in the
No.
room. I'm not leaving.
No, you go in your hoodies.
no, you get your wedding dress.
Oh
to
yeah,
have
there
long
we go.
sleeves.
Wedding dress what? I will wear a coat. I will end up wearing a wedding coat, not a dress.
Oh, that'd be nice, isn't it?
A wedding coat.
Exactly. It's more of
Oh my
my
God.
alley
Oh
anyway.
goodness,
That would be so funny though.
it would be.
It would be, but I ain't doing that. I'm getting married in winter. Even summer, no. Spring.
Summer is
middle
still
of
hot,
spring.
but don't
Spring
you?
is alright.
I feel like if you still get married in spring in Melbourne, it's as close as winter. Like, it's
That's
still
why I
going to
said
be
middle.
cold.
That's why I said middle. Not
Yeah,
so much
spring,
the
yeah.
beginning, not so much the
So,
end.
like,
the
middle.
December.
So mark your calendar in about
6 months?
Maybe by next year's. No, not that. Let me not say. The following year, spring.
She's getting
Oh.
married.
That's when it's happening. Yeah.
You
Hallelujah.
have to speak into existence.
Uh huh. There'll,
Yeah.
That's
Manifest.
what I just did.
no, yeah.
there'll
I'm
be invites
supporting
going
you.
out.
I mean, only limited people. I only want 20 people.
Okay, so I'm like what, 5th on the list?
Well, I'm definitely
You're not-
first on the list. I mean,
That's what you think.
I mean, if I'm not on the list, then you're disowned as a sister.
I mean, it is what it is.
I'm the maid of honor. Anyway,
Made
so.
of
Made of what?
Oh
Oh no, where?
I know me.
Yeah.
Onomatopoeia.
I feel like I'm high on pepperminty.
no. Peppermint tea.
I
Oh,
mean,
that sounds good.
I almost died today.
Oh, wow. How?
How about the fact that your dog almost died?
That's what I'm about to say. Yeah,
Oh my
I almost
God.
died today.
What happened?
Literally.
How?
So, we're working from him and whatnot. We already know that. So I went to see a client for clinical support, to support a client clinically. And I got back. So because now I've gone to see a client and now I'm back, I need to write notes about the fact I went to see that client. So I got back, I got stuck into writing the notes. I also had a meeting as well. And then I also had to contact the doctor. I also had to contact the client and contact another service. So I was doing all of this on my kitchen counter while standing. And then I was so cold and I felt like, wait a minute, why am I standing here on my kitchen counter? As usual, you guys know I always stand there while I'm eating.
Yeah.
dinner.
Nice,
But I'm like,
yes.
why am I doing this while working when I can go upstairs and put my, sit on my bed where it's actually warm? and then I can come back down and make my dinner and also give Milo, my dog, his dinner. So I went upstairs and I could hear Milo playing downstairs with something that sounds like plastic or something like that. I was like, oh, he's playing with my empty Barocca can. That's okay, because he does that all the time. It's not a can, like empty container. And I said, oh yeah, that's okay. Can you tell me why? After actually having that thought, and you know what, usually when I'm curious about what he's doing in the living room, I would check the camera, because I have a pet cam in the living room, but I didn't think to do that because I was actually really busy. Can you tell me why, after having that thought, my dog came to my room as usual and he jumped on my bed and I looked in his mouth and he was holding a knife.
Right.
So that thing that he had been playing
Was
with
it knife?
was my knife.
Esther, oh my God.
For those interested, I can put a picture on the story if you want to see the end of it. He had chewed the end of it, and he had it. I literally took a video and sent it to Liz. I was like, "This is what just happened."
The fact that it was chewing a knife, like he could have literally stabbed himself.
He's been climbing on the kitchen.
You know, he's
counter,
quite big
'cause
and tall.
When he
goodness,
climbs,
Milo.
like when he stretches, he's actually tall. So he's been taking my dish sponge. Even though it's in its dish holding place, like it shouldn't be able to reach there, but it's been able to reach
He's a
it.
magical
and
dog.
this knife
Oh my
was in the
God.
middle of my kitchen island, which you've seen.
Yeah.
It's a bit wide, but it
Did you
was
smack
still.
him?
What would you even remember?
I don't think he knows what he did wrong.
And then, get this, when I took it from him and I was doing the video and I was sending the second video to Liz, I realized that his teeth, because his baby teeth is growing, like coming out, and his normal teeth is coming through. And usually when the normal teeth is coming through, it's pushing the baby teeth out. And as I do the second video, his huge, sharp teeth in the front just fell in my hand.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was weird.
That's what I'm saying. I almost died. So if I didn't look and I just went and sat on the seat on the knife or something like
Imagine.
that, which I've kind of done like that before. I sat on the needle.
Knife up your ass.
On the needle?
Yeah, when I was younger, I sat on the needle.
Oh, that story is funny.
It was very funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's what happens. Get a dog, they say.
Wow.
They're fun, they said.
That's crazy.
They're really fun,
A
though.
knife. Who are you, Crocodile Dundee?
Like, what are you trying to fight?
He's amazing. He's a
Christ.
climber.
Oh, God.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the
Wow.
near-death experience I just had.
One of our followers on the podcast,
One of our
sent me-
listeners.
Yeah, our listeners, apologies. She sent me a message earlier today, and she's like, "Oh, guys, I just listened to your to."
The
this week's
podcast.
this week's podcast, and she always knew. She's the one who commented, like, she was watching when we're talking about chickens and stuff. So she's like, "Oh my God, I'm crazy in love with Esther. She's married and stuff." So she's like, she feels like when we are recording, she's in the room with us as well.
That's
I'm
the
like,
purpose.
oh, really? That's so sweet to
That's
share.
nice to hear.
Oh, I'm in love with you too. But I want to know why. What did I do?
Because
What's because I'm Miss Chatterbox. Well, I'm not Miss Chatterbox.
Little Miss Chatterbox.
Because work has actually tired me out.
yeah, that's how I feel like too. Oh God.
Like literally.
Cha-cha-cha-cha.
But thank you,
Cha-cha-cha-cha.
thank you for supporting us, guys. Those who are listening to us, we do appreciate it.
We do.
And we do enjoy doing this.
It's quite fun.
It's actually really fun.
Yeah, we hope we can bring a smile to your faces and whatnot when you're listening, and we hope we don't make you laugh out of your car while you're driving, though.
No,
As
we
long
don't
as
want that.
You will put a smile on your face. We're happy,
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys are gonna be like our friends and whatnot, which is awesome. Speaking of friends,
Yeah.
speaking of
Friends with benefit.
you know what? Friends.
No, I just
Actually,
thought of the
friends with
movie.
benefit. We might as well go that route then. Friends with benefit. You guys have seen that
Oh,
movie,
yeah.
obviously.
Annie, have you?
Anifa hasn't seen it, obviously.
She has no idea what that is.
Anifa, have you seen Friends
And
with
she said,
Benefits?
obviously.
No.
Title rings a bell, but
Who
I'm not
was
so
in
sure.
it?
I don't know. That's how I was continuing.
Justin
He
Tim-
hasn't
kind
seen
of
Friends with
Justin
Benefit.
Timberlake was in it.
Actually-
Maybe that will ring a bell.
She was about to
Yeah.
say Ashton Kutcher. Oh my goodness.
Oh, she
Oh
no
my
strings
goodness.
attached.
No strings
Okay.
attached.
The one-
Anyway,
the
friends
one
with
you want, yeah.
benefit. Would
Same
you
thing.
would you guys be in a friends with benefit kind of situation?
What is that benefiting
Annie,
for me?
Except Annie's married.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
I mean, obviously,
You
like
just say what's the benefit?
What is that benefiting for me?
What's the benefit?
what people get into friends. Actually, you know what? People don't always get into friends with benefit situations or benefit. People don't always get into friends with benefit relationship for sexual intercourse purposes only and whatnot. Also for like emotional
Support.
need and emotional support. I mean, it's very
Support,
rare, but
Yeah, because
it happens.
It is there.
the point
It is
is that
there.
like, you don't get attached at all. So like no feelings or anything. So
And
emotions
that's
is
why I
out
said
of
it's
it.
very rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'Cause that's dangerous. Oh no,
It's a
A lot
dangerous
of
territory.
FWBs is for the other
It's
reason.
close to non-existent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is close to non-existent.
Nah, I definitely
But yeah,
wouldn't. I wouldn't go there.
That's not a main thing. I get attached.
Me too.
So,
yeah, it can get very complicated.
Yeah.
I get it. I would not.
You start catching
Except
feelings.
if I don't like you.
And, yeah.
But if I'm not, that's a waste of my time.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
Like why?
I've been in that kind of relationship before. Like,
Oh, do
where-
tell.
Tatiana.
Saucy, saucy.
no, a friendship.
Wait. Does your husband know about this before you come and
No,
spill?
a friendship
I know.
relationship.
Friendship, not a benefit.
You said friends
not
with
benefit.
You got
benefit.
me all excited.
Oh, God. Elizabeth, you're messy.
No, wait.
I was gonna hear the
situation
tea.
was-
Okay, sorry, Annie, go on.
Drama.
I was seeing this person as a friend, a good friend, someone you would call in
Was
the
it
middle
a
of the
guy?
night and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, a guy.
Oh, okay.
But unknown to me, he was the friend the other way around.
Oh.
He thought maybe one day it may materialize into something different. And when I realized it ruined the whole friendship, I'm just like, oh my
That's
God.
so annoying when that
Happens.
happens.
Yeah.
When you're
Yeah.
just in a relationship, innocently,
Yeah.
but like a friendship
Relationship.
relationship and the other
Yeah.
person is having a different thing in their mind. I mean, it's also annoying when it's also on my when I'm also the one.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
a lot
Catching
in
the feelings.
male
It does
and
happen a
female
lot.
relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it's always annoying when your feeling is not reciprocated, but I feel like it's even more annoying when for those who are actually in a relationship innocently and the other person is catching feelings and they don't know.
And I
Yeah.
guess that's why there's this talk around that. Can
It's so
can guys and girls be best friends, or be
Yeah.
they be that because they feel like
I think they
think
can.
they can because they
Oof,
feel like
I've always
every
thought
time-
I've
no.
got guy best friends.
yeah, because I feel like they will
okay.
catch feelings and whatnot. Like there's always that topic, but I feel like with Esther, like Esther said, they can be friends. Like it's not big of a deal.
Like majority of my
Yeah.
friends were guys growing up. I mean, there were some maybe one instance where it just I don't know. I mean, I ended up dating one of my friends. But I guess that kind of made the relationship better because we're friends first,
Yeah, it depends, though.
But it also doesn't mean. I mean, that's one friend out of like 6 or 7 guy friends. It's. I feel like I do believe that guys and girls, men and women can be best of friends. It
Yeah,
just
they can,
depends on your
definitely.
intention.
Yeah.
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 It's kind of in line with what we're talking about with the other episode. Like if your partner has a female friend and whatnot, would you be okay with it? Like, so guys, they
They
can
can
be
do
friends.
it.
It just depends. As long as one party is not materializing into something
And
else.
they're honest about the fact that we're just friends. This is not going
Yeah.
anywhere.
FRIENDS.
Yeah, but like the person can secretly like them
I
and not tell
know.
them.
I know, but
But-
like also that's
Like
what
you
I'm saying.
think it's a friendship, but that one doesn't. Like it's like
Well,
okay, it's a
I
friendship,
didn't-
but like I secretly like you.
Well, that's not a me problem now. That's their problem that they need to talk about
It
in their journal
becomes
with
your
themselves.
problem when they tell you.
I know,
it
and
does,
that
I
sucks,
know.
doesn't it? Because it just ruins
It
everything.
does.
I know, but that also doesn't mean that happens in every friendship.
No.
That's
I mean,
But I also feel like if you're friends before and then you
You date.
it becomes a relationship, I think that also makes it better
because you
as
already
well.
know each other a lot more.
Yeah, it depends.
true.
Though a lot of people will
It
get
gets
get
awkward.
bored almost straight away
Because they've learned
because
each other.
they've known each other.
Yeah,
It goes
there's nothing
both
new
ways.
to learn about each other. So,
Yeah, except
yeah.
for you know what.
Yeah.
for chow.
For chow
Ciao,
chow.
Bella, ciao, Bella, ciao, ciao, ciao. Yeah. Oh,
Goodness gracious. What?
All right, so now back to my we just said the same thing,
Yeah.
didn't we? Now back to my original thought when I said speaking of friends. Actually, let me combine it, friend and family. Yeah. So And obviously, you guys know I scroll on the internet all the time, you know? Even though I'm not jobless, I still do it. It's my pastime. Don't judge me.
You don't have to be jobless to scroll past.
Exactly. I even do it on the toilet. I mean, TMI. But you just do it everywhere you are.
Do it everywhere.
I don't
That
care.
sounds weird.
I am human.
I know.
I don't care.
She's
I'm
like,
human.
I even do on the
I
toilet.
know.
I am
She
human.
doesn't get
Hear me
it.
roar.
She doesn't get it.
I don't care.
No.
Can you go to the toilet without your phone in your hand?
That's not what we're saying.
No, okay.
We're
no.
saying inside joke. Like you say, you can do it on the toilet. You can do it anywhere.
You guys are nasty.
Oh, come on.
I know, sorry, okay.
Nasty, bougie, ratchet. That's not what I'm talking about. Me.
Savage.
And if I looks lost. Anyway, so I was scrolling one kudo day. I found something about friendship and family. And it was a whole thread about like detaching yourself from toxic friends and also toxic family members. Like just because someone is a family member doesn't mean that you always have to be they always have to be in your life, especially if they're
toxic.
making you feel less than and they bring in toxicity into your life. Like every time you see them, you have intense anxiety. Whenever you leave them, you're crying in your car on the way home.
Yep.
I'm not talking about myself personally. I'm just saying, for those listeners out there. But like that's why it kind of brought me to this. Like, would you guys say, like, I mean, detach yourself from a friend or family who is very toxic to you and affect you negatively and, you know, like emotionally and all of that?
Definitely.
I mean, like, I'm not going to be friends with someone who doesn't do anything for that friendship and is negative and toxic and all of that stuff.
I guess maybe
like,
we define toxic.
I mean, toxic as in like they...
Wait.
What?
Oh, sorry, I was going to say you kind of already did when you said they make you feel extreme anxiety. When
Oh,
you're
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
around
right.
them.
I'm sorry, I forgot my own words.
Great.
Yeah, go ahead, Liz.
Yeah, so someone who makes you feel less
Yeah,
than.
like exactly. Like you say something, they automatically, you know, say something else, and what they say brings you down. Like I'm not gonna be in that friendship because, like, it's not worth your emotional time and all of that as well. And you don't want to continue to feel down whenever you see that friend or that family. Same goes for family as well. Like if I had families like that are bringing me down or just make me feel some type of way, like I'm not here for it really. So
I guess it's in the way you detach, really.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to family. Like maybe it's detached doesn't always have to mean disown
completely.
It can be just trying to make sure you live your life without them always being around to influence what you're doing
Exactly.
and how you do things.
Yeah.
I feel like I definitely have actually one friend in particular that I actually disowned, not just detached.
No, some just have to.
Some are just not worth it.
Yeah.
I disowned, and they still try and come to this day and say, "Come back." Who are you? Don't you? You didn't get the memo.
Yeah, so
It's like I moved on a long time ago.
Long time ago.
yeah, I believe in an environment or space where I have my personal space and where my mental stability matters very much. So in a situation where even though it is a family member who just doesn't really disturb a family member who disturbs my mental space and stuff, I'm out of there. I'm just like, hey, we might meet at the next funeral. So yes, if it's a family member, I'm happy to cut you out, and then we meet at the next family function.
Yeah.
I'm happy to cut you out.
Yeah, like literally cut you
Carve
out from
you
the
out.
root.
Wow.
From the
Okay.
root, I'm happy to
Throw
go
away the
because I
soil.
value my mental
Of
mental
course.
well-being is very important to me, and so applies to a friend. So family, and besides, I believe in family extends beyond
Yes.
blood.
That's true.
Boom.
So I can always make more family.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if family
Create your own
was
family.
only limited to blood relatives?
Oh,
Can you
gosh.
imagine how miserable life
Oh
would
my
be for
God.
most people, me included?
I'll have a handful.
I have a handful.
Yeah, I cut out people who bring shit to my life. So,
Okay.
like that's me. I cut
You're
you out.
shitty,
Like,
you're done.
You're done.
Yeah, but doesn't
So-
that then mean that you're now disregarding the religion or biblical rule or Quran rule about forgiving others.
I mean,
and mending
you can forgive.
Yeah,
you can forgive, but
you can
at the same
forgive.
time, like if they are not adding to your
can
emotional and your mental space, they are still out, but you're forgiving.
Yeah.
so it's like,
actually,
let me love you from outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then I go into this state where I wrap you around in like in a beanbag. And then you do not exist in my thoughts whatsoever. So that's me for my own
Mental health.
my own mental well-being.
well-being.
So religion would also forgive me for like I need to be sane.
You're killing me. No, I agree with what you're
I
saying.
do agree
Yeah.
though, 100%.
It's just funny the way you're cutting it.
The way
There
you're
is-
saying it is what
I
makes
know,
it funny.
You wrapped them up in a
There
rubbish
is
bin.
forgiving somebody who is deserving to
Exactly.
be forgiven, or who is
And who is making amend. Yeah.
Yeah, so amen. Yeah, but then there's those people who like they're stuck up in cloud nine, so they continue on digging on the bad.
Like they're not being, despite you saying
it,
no how
yeah.
they're hurting you,
They still
they're not
continue.
Yes.
being
They're not
aware
learning
of
from
it.
it.
They're not considering your feeling, and
Yeah,
they're
so
just
that's
sitting
when I
there in
come
the
in.
narcissistic, egotistical.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa,
So if you're taking out all the humanity in me, I wrap you around in the bin.
You're gone.
And you're gone.
Be gone.
Like the wind.
Be gone.
No, I definitely do
That's
agree,
me.
honestly.
That makes sense,
I
yeah.
would do the same as well in that situation.
Have you guys? Do you guys have people you've done that to? I mean, as I
have,
said, I
actually.
have.
Yeah.
I do.
I mean,
don't.
I have.
Binti, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Why?
Because half of the time you don't even pay attention to what somebody's doing. You're just like, there's not. I don't have time to.
She just keeps quiet and moves on.
I exactly do.
Oh, no.
Because at the end of the day, I have control over my feelings, and if I don't want to be affected by what you do, I won't be.
Yeah,
So I guess it
Binti
doesn't
just
affect
won't be
me.
around you.
Literally.
Yeah, I know. But there's somebody who can get onto your nerve. You can try to be
I
nice.
know.
You
Oh,
say,
yeah.
you call all the gods like, okay,
I'm
All the patience.
I'm
in the
holding on to the
world, yeah.
last
Lord
bit
help
of
me.
patience.
Yeah.
You know, Lord help me pull through. But that kind
They
of
just-
person
yeah.
is always
Yeah, they're too far
nagging,
gone.
agitating, and
And there's a
they're
lot
too
of
far
those
gone in
people
the
out
bin.
there. There's quite a lot. I've met people
Out
like
there.
that, and
and
they
in
cease to
here.
amaze me how they just think that like they're like in their own little bubble, and they don't seem to understand the
Yeah.
gravity of things and what they're doing. Yeah.
Yeah. My thing is,
Yeah.
if you're my friend or my family and you can't understand, you don't have the fortitude or foresight to understand the impact of your actions on others, whether it's positive
Yes.
or negative, like you
Negative,
don't have that
yeah.
insight, then why
Why
do you know me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why are we
would even
friends?
Why
share
are we
space?
friends? Or why are we familiar?
Yeah,
Familiar.
yeah.
Why are we familiars?
Familiar.
Why are we familiarized with each other? Why are we friendshipping?
And what makes
What are we
us
shipping?
Yeah. Yeah, somebody who just takes all the humanity.
Yeah.
They dehumanize somebody's thoughts and stuff. I'm just
And-
like, God
Yeah.
behold.
Would you
Bye.
guys?
Oh, I was gonna say, I think the reason why I don't have anyone that I've cut from like family or friendship is because I actually haven't met someone that has actually like put me down or anything. Because even
Must be nice, yeah.
Alifa, Binti, Liz, let's start trying.
Yeah.
Let's be that someone. That's what
For a
friends
week.
are for. That's what friends
Yeah.
are
friends are for.
So you can handle
Just so
it.
you can experience it, and then we say forgive us. We were playing a prank, and then you move on. Now you
No,
felt
You move
it.
on.
please
Yeah.
don't speak that into the universe. Oh my God.
I was gonna ask, would you guys still remain friends with a friend who slept with a partner of yours?
Yes.
Oh snap! I did that.
With a partner of mine?
current
Yes.
partner.
Are you blind?
Ah,
Oh, I
Wait.
should say, are you deaf?
Can I lay out my argument?
No, because I'm asking. No.
If it may please the court, let me say my.
Yes,
you may proceed.
Go, yeah.
So it depends.
Depends on
Your
what.
partner.
What
Your
on
best
how-
friend.
on how
Tell
it
your
happened?
partner.
No, okay, let's let
Okay,
her.
go.
Yes. So my partner owed me more than what my friend did might have owed me. in
Yeah,
my
I
That's
understand
true.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if my partner chose to sleep with my friend, I won't be mad at my friend. Like,
Why?
seriously.
So
I would be very mad to the guy
Why
himself.
not
I'm
your
like,
friend as well? We're not saying don't be mad
I
at
would.
both.
they both own,
Yeah,
like
I would, but to a certain level, for my friend, I will live in that thing like, they're just my friend. But this one we shared. There was much at stake.
okay.
Yeah, but this is your best
so-
friend that you've known all your life.
not just some friend.
Like they're almost like your sister. And
Yes,
slept
yes,
with your
exactly. So,
partner.
Knowingly.
yes. Knowingly.
Like
yes.
no, I accidentally.
I forgive
How do
my
you sleep with
friend.
someone by accident?
I move on. I met Kat.
You will be amazed.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it was
what-
like that episode of Married at First Sight where the lady said my husband had an accident at work.
Accident. Oh yeah. The lady that was saying my husband. Yeah. And he felt he felt like
Those
was
pants.
Vagina, yeah. That was married at first sight.
Okay, so
Yeah, so what I was saying
Annifer.
was, I forgive my friend. I move on, but the friendship is
Oh,
done.
geez, you
Yeah.
could have
Relate
left
with
me
that.
However, with my partner, I can never forgive. Like never.
Yeah,
go even
okay,
ask
that
forgiving
makes
them.
more
I'm just like,
sense
and the next time you're
mad
talking,
at
lead
them,
with the
yeah.
with the main boom.
Lead with the main
Roller
point.
coaster was just too much.
That's why we were attacking you.
If it may,
Look, I don't know if you can see the tension on my head.
Do you see me coming forward and relaxing and thinking, what the fuck is she saying?
You were
Yeah.
scaring me. Oh.
yeah. So the friendship.
It's
And
over,
like for
yeah.
the sake of our friendship, it's over because it will never be the same.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
we share.
Yeah,
everything.
definitely.
But for my partner, it doesn't even come close to forgiving them. There's nothing coming close to
I
forgiving
mean, I guess
them.
I did
Yeah.
ask if you would forgive a friend. Like if you would remain, would you remain friends with someone? Is what I should say. Is that what I said?
I think that is what you said.
Oh, I don't
know.
even know. Would you remain friends? I just want
No.
me say no. That's not happening. Because if you
It's
can
a no for
sleep
me.
with my partner, you're my friend. Just like how if my partner can sleep with someone else, they can kill me. If you're my friend and you can do that, you can kill me. So guess what? Bye bye to Rede, as us Yoruba people say. Bye bye to Jati Jati. Meaning translation.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
To all your nonsense.
Wow. Wait.
Goodbye
Then
to all the
actually-
nonsense. What? Wait, what?
No, I was gonna say, can you repeat that again? How does
Bye
it
bye
go?
to Rede and bye bye to
Bye-bye
Jati
to
Jati.
today.
Jati Jati and Rede.
So that also
Chatty.
that poses a question.
Uh-huh.
If you had a friend, a best friend, and your ex-partner, your friend knew this was your husband or this was your partner whatsoever, and then your
Slept
friends,
with that
And my friend went to
ex-partner?
your
them and slept with
Yeah.
them or got married to them.
yeah,
Wait, if
whatever,
your
slept
best
with them and
friend
let one
So
got
my-
together with
your
my
ex.
best
So
friend.
say one of you guys, for
Yes.
instance, got together with one of my ex, who
Yes.
I was married to.
We-
So
yeah,
God
and I
forbid,
knew
I'm
Is
not
it
going
who
to
I'm
have an
married
ex-husband.
to.
God forbid, let's not go there. Ex-boyfriend.
Expert.
Yeah,
Thank you. I've never had an
ex-boyfriend.
ex-husband.
And I knew Esther, you married to
No. I was in a
Simon.
Adifa,
rather,
please. Do not
We've
wish that
established
upon
We
me.
this.
already
Very
get
much.
it. We already get it. Yeah.
Ex-boyfriend.
Yes.
Partner, yeah.
Yeah.
So and I very well knew I was even there, like supporting you, blah blah blah. But then
And they
things-
went to sleep with my ex-boyfriend. I'm okay with
Yes.
it. I mean, at the end of the day, they ex for a reason. If we didn't have any hope of coming together, it depends on the ex, really, and actually, and depends on how you go about it. If you were doing it sneakily
Yeah.
or whatever, if you're doing anything sneaky behind my back,
Meaning
it
you
means
know.
yeah, no, not even that. First of all, I'm gonna blame myself first that I haven't made you comfortable enough in our friendship that you know for you to actually be able to come to me about things like this. And second of all, I'll be mad at you. Like, why did you feel the need to sneak around?
Yeah.
Just come, be upfront and tell me. It doesn't matter because
you know,
if
what
it's
I
my
wanted to-
ex-boyfriend, I probably will egg you on. I probably say, "Oh yes, you go ahead, my child."
Yeah. So what I wanted to ask
You did
was-
ask.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I've forgotten. I was gonna add another question, but I've
Oh,
forgotten it.
okay.
Yeah, but the question you just asked is fine. You asked.
Yeah. No,
yeah.
like I don't like Esther's.
Oh no! What
Yes.
what I wanted to say was, so your best friend, wouldn't you feel like your best friend hooking up with your ex? It's more like they desired to have what you had, something like that. Like they wish to have your ex or so and so.
No, at the end of the day, that's
No?
my sloppy seconds. And
All
also,
right.
again, the ex for a reason. Like it's just I don't own them.
Yeah.
I've dated
So
them. They've been used and
They might or
I
might
love
not
that.
have served the
Yeah.
purpose.
they were
Do
mine.
not finish that.
When you are mine, they were mine, but they're now no longer mine.
No.
So they're not
Okay.
gonna forever be mine. So if my friend wants to go ahead and swim in the same pool that I was in without no life jacket, I was way like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know where I've just taken that. Honestly, I'm
Like,
so
where
sorry.
is this going?
But I'm
Without
saying
no life
at the end of
jacket?
no, why do you have to repeat that now?
The right
I'm
jacket
saying
was on.
the ball is in their court. Literally, the ball is in their court. It's not me. I'm okay with
Yeah.
it. I'm actually okay with it. The only thing I'll be mad about is if they went ahead and if they sneaked behind my back, if they were and they were very secretive about it. That's the only reason why I would be mad, not for the action
Yeah,
itself.
I wouldn't have any
again,
issues
they
with it
ex.
as well. Like they're my ex, so I'm done with that. So do whatever you want to
But
do.
if my sister now goes ahead and does something like that,
no, that's then messed up, innit?
no, that now you're disowned because that is
I wouldn't
different.
even, I wouldn't
That's
even go to
nasty.
your ex. Ew.
No, that is weird.
Or if a friend that I
there's no
see as a
problem with
sister
it.
does that, that's nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah.
that's different.
I don't know. Even friendship, it's weird.
It's weird.
yeah, no.
It is
It's
weird.
very weird. I'm like,
So it makes you wonder. So did you actually like my ex whilst we were together?
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you
I
have
guess
some
that.
kind of thing
But then
with
you're
him, like that I didn't know about?
Yeah,
like how long has it been?
How long
I know.
have you liked them or
You would
something,
think
like-
about that for
Okay.
that second, and it was just weird. It's gonna be weird, but at the same time, it's just like,
I mean, I would ask
yeah.
her.
Oh, it'd just be like, why?
I would ask my friend or my guy friend if my guy friend went and I mean, how? Not that I'm dating the girl. That does not work. The move on.
You ask the ex.
I would laugh at her and say, hey,
Laugh
you
at
go
who?
and enjoy all the problems, because if you must
your
have brought
friend,
up,
okay.
my friend, I would, and say, hey, enjoy all the problems and misery, or whatever.
But you know,
I
they might not end up having a problem because you never
Yeah,
know.
maybe,
That
yeah,
might
so you
be
never
their
know.
destiny.
You,
They're this-
I'm not
You
gonna
were
be
meant
in the
to
way
date
of your
them
destiny,
first.
whether I was there before or not. Exactly.
But
Maybe you were
I
just
give them
meant to
wait
pave the
for your
way.
friend.
oh,
sucky
maybe,
is
yeah,
that?
true, yeah.
That's one way
I
to
mean,
look at
now
it,
she's
yeah.
gonna be
How
doing the
sucky
sucking.
is
I
that
mean,
you said? It is
And
true.
they choose you to be, and they choose you to be the maid of honor.
No.
on the wedding.
Okay, this is where I leave you.
Oh my
I
God,
won't
that's
be going to
actually
the
an
wedding.
episode of Friends.
Actually, you know what? Again, it depends. It actually
I would
depends.
go.
Yeah, I probably would go, depending on the kind of
The
person.
relationship. Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I think it depends.
Actually, I would go as long as I have new shoes and a new outfit.
You will go anywhere as long
Oh
as you
my
have new
God.
shoes and a new outfit.
Yeah.
You just
What
need
else
to
is new?
Dress up, Hanny. It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It depends. It really depends on the kind of guy on the kind of guy the person is too. Anyway, the person that they went to sleep with. Say, if, for example, if the guy was abusive and whatnot, and I actually don't support of that, and my friend went ahead and did that, I wouldn't go.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends.
Sure. It really depends. Yeah,
It's a very interesting topic,
It
isn't it?
is.
Leave a comment, guys. Let us know. What would you do?
It sounds like that show. What would you do?
What would
Where they
Jesus
do
do?
a scenario, and like they what's the name of this guy? And they act it out and then people around don't know that they're actually actors. And then they watch what strangers would do, how they would react. For example, they'll say the guy should pretend to slip a drug in a girl's drink, for instance. And they want to see how the strangers around them are going to, whether they're going to tell the girl not to drink it or not.
Oh,
what
something
would
like
you
that.
do? That was
Yeah.
a show. Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Speaking
It does.
of which, you know that people are actually posting a lot of videos on social medias on how to protect yourself when you're out and protect your drink. Like, make sure it's covered and all of that. Don't leave it in the hands of stranger. When you're taking a drink, don't turn away because anything can happen.
Yeah.
It's so sad that we actually have gotten to that point where people have to create videos to show you how to look
No,
after yourself, especially
Yeah.
as women. It's so crazy, and yet all of these things are happening, and a lot of men are still disregarding the fact that a lot of women are succumbed to dangerous situations when we go out.
Yeah.
And even in life in general, like a lot of men are very oblivious to that fact, and it really makes me sad.
Because they live in a totally
Yeah.
different
No,
world
yeah,
from
they
ours.
do. Yeah,
They
they think
really
everything is all
do.
hunky-dory and all that.
I know.
Yeah, and they believe. I feel like a lot of men really believe that because we're women, we're this and that, or we're only supposed to be some type of way. Just like that person, someone on social media recently saying that only men can have a dominant personality,
just because
and
we're
women
women.
can't. Yeah, and I'm like, how is that? Like, Anifa is pointing at herself. Anifa, you do not have a dominant personality. Do you know what that is?
I don't really.
I do. What Tammy does is being like kind of this person who is confident enough, who speaks up, and who is.
Oh, no, not that. That's not it. That's you being confident. That's you being outspoken.
Dominant in a sense that some men feel like women want to be men. In that sense.
Oh, okay, maybe I don't have that dominant.
Okay, yeah. So, like if they say that you want to be the man, which to me, a man is just a man, but they have some certain expectation as to how they want to be men. Anyway, like if they say that, it seems like you want to call all the shot, you want to make all the plans, you want to do all of that stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like they feel like some women add that, and so women are trying to play that role instead of letting the men be the man.
I don't know, when it comes to kind of gender things where things have to be divided, has to be done by a female, this has to be done by a male, that kind of gives me like a pause and say there shouldn't be anything. If a woman can step up and be anything they want to be, say in a relationship, they can step up the lead role, and be just themselves. So I don't find.
I guess like that goes hand in hand with what I believe in. Like in terms of like gender roles, like I believe like I'm not saying like women should try to be dominant or whatever. I want to claim to be something that they're not, but obviously like be 100% be yourself. But at the same time, like I feel like I believe that men and women, like they're equals. That's my belief anyway. Like
that's
like
me as
there's
well,
no such thing as men has to do this certain thing while women has to do this. It goes both ways.
They are traditional gender roles though.
Yeah, they're traditional, but like that's different. Like I get it, but like at the same time, I just feel like it comes to that term where some men say that women want to be men because they don't want to do certain things that they're meant to do. I don't know if that makes sense.
I think it's kind of like, well, we've talked about this in the previous episode as well, but what I'm trying to say is I feel like that's different from this particular person saying that only men are allowed to have a dominant personality. And I think when they say dominant, it's not really talking more so about the whole gender role thing. It's just saying like only one can be, I guess in a way, like only one can be
like taking over, like imposing like their own decisions on someone else and the stuff.
Okay, I don't even know. I think it would make more sense if I actually bring the context. It was in the context of Meg Thee Stallion, actually. And they were saying that she was looking like a man or she's like a man. And they said, well, because she's got a dominant personality, which is, really just outspoken, out there, seems like a confident person. And that's what they were basically talking about. And then the guy said, no, only men can have dominant personality. And that was the context of the whole
well, if it is in that context, then I don't believe that. Like...
Yeah, I mean, saying only men can have a dominant personality is saying that only men can be
confident,
shy or be confident.
Yes, yeah.
Only one gender can know how to go to the toilet.
Exactly,
only one gender can
laugh.
Know how to change a tire.
Yeah, exactly. Can be a plumber or
can be or can laugh with bass.
Yeah, that's very shallow.
They haven't heard me laugh.
I feel like that is whoever was saying so is being shallow-minded.
Yeah, shallow. Yeah, it was. I mean, you guys did see the thread. Did you read it when I sent it?
Yeah, I tried to read through, but
you tried to read it. By the way, if you guys have anyone who's listening, if you have any friend in your friend group, if you're that person that actually sends funny things or interesting things to your friends, and your friends in your friend group do not listen to you, just send them. I'm not talking about
attacked, you. Okay. Because sometimes
who
when
I'm
we
talking
don't,
about knows herself.
Okay, I know it's mostly Hanny, but sometimes when we don't.
No, I was replying to a work email.
Oh,
so
wow,
it doesn't matter. I don't care.
Wow,
it doesn't
Hanny.
matter. It doesn't matter.
But
anyway.
I peeked through, and I'm like, oh well. These are internet people and their opinions,
Gender wars are annoying
Anyway.
these days, guys.
It really is, to be
It
honest.
really is. And also, like, just classifying something to one particular gender is annoying. The only thing I can say you can actually classify, or what's the word? You can
giving
link
birth.
to one gender is like childbirth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Period.
And, and,
period.
Conceiving, period, sperm,
all of that.
insertion, extraction, whatever, all those kind of stuff, reproduction.
Because other than that, we all do the same thing. Anything.
What else?
Yeah, you can cook, you can clean.
Doing anything aside from the whole reproductive
You can clean.
process.
You can do all of that.
Yeah,
Like you
I
can
can
be a
cook,
lawyer,
I
you can
can
be a doctor, you can be a nurse. Both gender can
Macaroni.
do that.
You can be anything.
Speaking of which, there was an episode in 90 Days Fiancé where this guy, like they went to go and see a doctor because they needed to travel. So obviously now the kids need to be vaccinated. I think that's what happened, or maybe it's that's what happened. So now the doctor came to see them, and this doctor was a woman, and the doctor said to both the couple that it's not time to that they can't travel yet because like the kids are not at a particular stage or whatever.
She's a
And when
woman.
the doctor left the room, guess what this man said? Can we get a man doctor instead? Basically, like she doesn't even know what he was talking about. I'm like, and the wife kind of flipped her nationality.
Right,
Was like, thank
exactly.
you.
She's still a doctor.
Excuse me.
Oh my god.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't matter. That's why it makes it seem like it doesn't matter what we as women do.
Yeah, like we're
A
still
lot of
not
the time,
enough.
I feel like they're just still going to belittle us and see us as less than just because. I know someone has laughed in my face, anyway, let me not say anything else. Laughed in my face because I said, that I was doing another study even after finishing my law degree and nursing degree and whatnot. And
How
they laughed,
insulting
like,
is
you're
that?
still gonna be in the kitchen, so why are you doing it?
That is also a mindset which belongs to that. Yeah, true.
Because
Not even that, it belongs in hell.
In hell.
It really does. In hell.
because you're basically
Like, why are
saying you
you
can't
just
have a career
automatically
because you're a
exactly.
woman.
Like subjecting
and it
me
shouldn't
to just the
be
kitchen.
that.
I mean, I understand it's hard, but that doesn't mean I can't do it. Speaking of which, a lot of the time, guys, I actually feel like, and I'm going to call it anxiety, I actually do have this anxiety inside of me when I think about the future, when I think about getting married and having kids and also being a lawyer and all of that. And I'm thinking, can you imagine? So now, like, us women have to plan before we actually do things in our lives. So when it's time to get pregnant, we have to now plan. Oh, are we going to be able to take leave?
Yeah,
Are they going to
I've
allow us
done
to
it.
come back? But men don't really have to do all of that.
Plan as a partner. You plan it as together. You're gonna get up.
That's what I'm saying here, Annie.
Who takes more time off?
No.
But
Who
you
is
get
going to
paid
lose
leave.
more?
That's not the point.
Between the husband and
The
wife.
point is,
okay.
who is
Who
the
is
person that
likely
carries
to
the baby
lose
for 9
more?
months? Who takes leave of
you
work?
know.
Who still
You
goes
know,
to
you're
get to
getting
work?
it.
Who does everything?
Yeah.
Who has a
Yeah.
risk of not having a job to return to, even after being
A
paid
risk?
maternity leave?
It's a huge planning decision.
And if you don't
honestly.
get it,
Yeah.
If I
who
can't
has
do it.
more to lose?
is.
Like a lot of women,
it is
a lot of women in a career corporate world.
No, when you said who has a risk of not having a job,
and if you go online, you see
Who
all
has
the
more
stories. They have talked about how when the moment they go on maternity leave, they have this intense anxiety that
The
they
life
won't have a job
stops a
to go
little
back
bit,
to.
yeah.
And even though they're getting paid maternity leave, which
Yeah.
actually is in a law, after a while, they then have to like worry about whether or not they're going to allow them to come back. And also when they go back,
Yeah,
are
can
they
they
going
fit
to still be
in?
seen as the same? Also, they have to think about where they're going to pump, when they're going to do all of this. And like there's extra things that you now have to plan and think about. And that's what I'm saying, like that's all the things that's on us as women. I'm not saying it's mad, it's sad, it's whatever. That's the cross we've been given. I accept it. But I'm just saying, like, it would be nice for the other gender to actually acknowledge that. And then because of that, like help us to actually like support, your women,
Acknowledge
support your
that,
sisters, your mothers. So give that extra support, because you know that these other things are what we go through, but you don't really go through half of it. Yes, a lot of the men focus on providing, especially when the wife is not working and all of that. Yes, but you still have a job to go to. Yeah. And also, while you're at job, you don't have to deal with the pressure of, like, I mean, I've never had kids, but I've had people say this to me, with the not the pressure, with the pain of feeling tender in your boobs, because you have to pump, you know, and you have an embarrassing moment in the office because you leak and all of that stuff. Like, it's just I remember this girl on TikTok that posted a video and screamed and said, "Did she ask to be a woman? What is it with this period that keeps coming?" And she screamed.
I know. It kind of reminds me of Working Moms, though, that show. It kind of showed, especially that lady that was working in a firm, you know, and she really wanted to advance her career. But you know, it's just it's hard. We're not saying like it's not doable, but it's also hard as well. Yeah,
it's hard, emotional baggage, but then you end up having these men go and cheat on their pregnant wife and their wife that just had a baby, and all
the
of that.
excuse they give is,
how much of a devil?
The wife is not there for me. Like, are
I'm
you
no
kidding?
longer attracted. Yeah, that a lot.
They're not looking very
so heartless.
Yeah, they're not looking very presentable. So, yeah. That brings me to someone on my WhatsApp. They posted a picture. A guy posted a picture.
I think I know where you're going
of, you know, like Instagram people who have staged everything. She's breastfeeding, but she looks very fancy and stuff. Like, this is what I expect to come back to. Not this. And then she, you know, like. And then he posted a picture of another woman who is like me right now in my gown with your.
And do you even think that lady is very happy with what she's doing or comfortable?
Looking after this little person.
Might be, but do you think?
Yeah, I'm just like, if you come back home to your wife who is in her pajamas all day, but your kids are still, everybody at home is alive and stuff, why would you even start saying, I want to come back to somebody who has a wig on, lipstick on, breastfeeding, and I'm like,
Did your speech disappear?
Can we tell my funny? Did you see the mouth movement?
I've been there. It's so annoying when you're trying to get the word.
Yeah. You know, we can just it's crazy.
Yeah, very unrealistic expectations. So you want me to be looking after the little one, and you want me to look
all the time
sexy for you. How about you? I know. Help me out. Also, how about you be sexy for me? Maybe by helping me out.
There you go. Boom.
I like that.
By helping you out.
Yeah, that's it.
I know. They really, and you know, I really hate it when men compare their woman or another woman to their woman or their woman to someone else. I really don't
do it.
Don't do it.
Just don't.
Don't do the comparison. Just because your woman has something or has smooth thighs, smooth face, long hair,
big ass,
and then you now wanna big bum, and now you wanna insult another woman just because of that.
Yeah.
Or just because another woman has that, you now wanna insult your wife. Like, don't do that.
It's not right.
You don't have to compare. Like, it's crazy. I don't like it.
And most men do that. I don't get it.
They really do.
Yeah.
Okay, it also goes to women as well, though, because some women compare their husbands.
Oh, yeah.
They do too. Well. Yeah, exactly. So like, nobody you shouldn't be doing
and compare your partners.
You can, actually, you know what? I guess it's a way you do it. Like, you can still appreciate someone else or your woman without actually putting the other person down. Yeah. That's it. Like, don't do that. And that's what a lot of these people do. Like, they men and women. You know, when you're comparing, you appreciating yours, and then you put it down. You know.
Yeah. And then also when you start comparing things or yourself or someone else to, it brings a bit of, especially when you are comparing yourself to somebody else, brings about that kind of depression or unsatisfaction in yourself or in your partner. Like, you are comparing them. So yeah.
Just
like, can you imagine what that lady of the guy that you just told us about? Can you imagine how she's feeling? I mean, she might be loving it, but what if she isn't? Imagine she has to get up around 4 something to quickly go and be glamorous because he's coming.
I know.
Yeah, it's just
nah. I'm good, thank you.
Nah.
No,
Good too, thanks.
exactly.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't look good or whatever.
Look good.
Or you should let yourself go 100% of the time in a marriage, but still.
Yeah, I look good for myself first, and then I look good for my partner. So I'm my main priority. So don't expect me to look glamorous for anybody else. So if I don't feel looking good, hey, I'll be in my
Every
PJ.
time.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Drop the mic, Hanny.
Oh gosh.
Well, and on that note,
Yes.
this is where we leave you.
We shall leave you.
This is where we leave you, everybody.
Yeah.
Hello,
We hope
everybody.
you have
This is where we
enjoyed
are.
this episode.
It's starting to
We hope
rain.
you laughed.
Very, very much.
We hope you have enjoyed it very, very much.
Very, very much.
We hope you do.
Anyway, we hope
Thanks
you've
for
enjoyed this
listening.
episode, y'all. Yeah, as Binti said, thank you so much for listening, and thank you for supporting us. And you can send us a DM on Insta or send us an email at legallymelanipodcast@gmail.com about what you like us to discuss. Or if you actually have a life, I don't know, situation. I don't want to call it dilemma because but a life circumstance or situation that you'd like us to discuss and just put our 2 cents or $5 in. Let us know.
Send it to us.
Yeah.
Send it to us. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for listening. My name is Esther.
This is Liz.
Je m'appelle Hanny.
And this is Binti.
And you've been listening to Legally Melanin Podcast. Bye.
Ciao, bye.